talk about aggressive driving for just a moment. You guys see aggressive drivers probably on a daily basis. We get calls at the sheriff's office on a daily basis about aggressive drivers. I know that it can be a little bit difficult sometimes when you have somebody that's tailgating you and they're wanting to pass you, to be that person that gets over on the middle of close to the line and not allow them to pass. I just want to tell you guys, let them go, because that's how accidents happen and that's how trouble on the highways begin, with road rage incidents. So just, if they're in a bigger hurry because people don't know how to be on time for things anymore and leave their house at the very last minute and want to run 80 miles an hour everywhere they go, just get over and slow down and let them go on by you, so that we don't have anybody injured or any type of accidents there. Let's talk about awareness in public for just a second. I know that Levy and Gilchrist and Dixie, for the most part, do a really good job of keeping their parking lots well lit. But if you're out and about early in the morning before daylight, or you're out and about late at night and it's dark, make sure that you park as close to the business that you're trying to enter as you can. It's just general safety, right? We all have that kind of sixth sense when we recognize an individual that may be up to no good, or a vehicle that looks out of place. Just try to park as close to the business as you can, so that you're not parked far off, having to walk across dark places by yourself. That just presents an opportunity for someone to identify you as vulnerable, or identify you as a target. Because unfortunately, that is the world that we live in today. People are out looking for trouble, and they're out looking for crimes. I didn't even know this, but one of the ladies here told me that fraud and these type of things are a $60 billion business in this day and age, and that number just blows me away. Let's talk about handymen coming to do yard work, coming to put up a ramp to your house. Use your network. I've spoke to a lot of you as you come in. You live in subdivisions, retirement communities. You have friends. You've got church, Sunday school classes. Use your network to identify individuals of integrity, to identify individuals that are going to be dependable, that are going to do honest work for you. Don't allow someone to come up to your house and talk you into doing something that you're not ready for. When you're ready to have work done at your house, you identify those individuals through your network of people that you trust, and go about it in that way. And then I say this, I took many reports when I was on patrol. When we bring people into our homes to do work, to work on our refrigerator, to improve something within our house, put jewelry away, put cash away, put forms of identification away, put things of value away in a closet that you can lock, or a safe that you can lock. That way there's not stuff that's very easily grabbed. When people are in your house, making trips back and forth to their vehicle for tools and for parts or whatever they're there for. Just the simple things. Gas cans, if you live close to the roadway, gas cans, push lawnmowers, tools, things of that nature. Put those things away and out of sight, because people are driving by and they're scouting your lawn, they're scouting your house, they're scouting things that are easily grabbed. I just saw an email go out from our patrol guys where a gentleman comes up at 3 o'clock in the morning because a vehicle is parked with 2 e-bikes that are worth about $3,000. That is mounted on the back of a vehicle, and he comes up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can watch them from the Ring camera, and he unmounts the bicycle and walks it off, $3,000 for a bicycle. Just gone, just that quick and that easy. Take those things off the back of your vehicles and take them around to the back of your house, or in a shed or something that's lockable. I think it was Miss Peggy or maybe somebody, about impersonations. People go on our website, they identify lieutenants, they identify captains, and they're going to call you and say, hey, I'm Lieutenant Adam Hiers, or hey, I'm Captain Jimmy Anderson, or I'm Lieutenant Scott Tumman. You missed a court date, or you are delinquent with some type of payment, or you went through a toll and you owe money. We're going to put a warrant out for your arrest, and if you don't send me this amount of money, then we're going to come and arrest you. Don't fall for that kinds of stuff. If that stuff doesn't make sense to you, that stuff doesn't ring a bell to you, I promise you can call your local sheriff's office and say, hey, I just got this call. This is my name. Do I owe you any money? Have I missed a court date? Did I miss something that I was supposed to show up for? And we will tell you if it is legitimate or not. Don't ever go to any Dollar General or CVS or Walmart and pick up something called a green dot card, or any type of Visa card, and send money to anyone that you haven't identified. A deputy will come to your house and help you and answer any questions that you have. So don't ever fall for anything like that. Let's talk about fraud and phone scams, roof work, remodeling, asking money up front. We hear about this stuff all the time. They want a huge deposit up front. They want half of what they're telling you that a job is worth. Don't fall for that stuff until you use your network and identify somebody that's dependable and trustworthy and honest to do that type of work for you. I talked a little bit about phone scams. I was talking to several of you about the IRS telling you that you owe money, or you got warrants, or you failed to show up for jury duty. Let's talk about money scams a little bit. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. It's too good to be true, because they're going to tell you that you've won $10,000 or $20,000 or more than that, but they're going to want $200 or $300 or $400 or $500 up front. Don't ever fall for anything like that. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. I get a lot of these questions. I've got two more things in that, and I'm going to get out of you guys' way. I get a lot of questions about concealed weapons permits. So with the new permitless carry law that was passed by Governor DeSantis, you no longer need a concealed weapons permit to carry a weapon in your vehicle, to carry a weapon on your person, to carry a weapon in your purse. But I do recommend very highly, a lot of the sheriff's offices, independent affiliates, do trainings, okay, so that you're proficient with what you're carrying, okay? So if you choose to carry a weapon with you for personal self-defense, make sure that you know your weapon, okay? You know how to use it, and that you're proficient with it. And I think the last one that I have is, I get a lot of questions about, hey, what's a good lawful home defense weapon? And my answer to that is not an easy one. It's based on your skill level. You know, what kind of skill level do you have with a weapon? For those that, you know, may not be well versed in a weapon, I recommend some type of revolver, because a revolver is simple, it doesn't jam, it's going to function for you very well with however many rounds are in that cylinder, it's going to fire. Okay, a pump shotgun, you know, don't recommend something that's big and long, you know, maybe something that's a little bit shorter, but a pump shotgun for someone who doesn't use weapons on a regular basis is a very, very dependable, simple weapon for you to use. And then I think I was talking to a few of you in here about keeping your gates locked, having a fence around your property, maybe having a dog or two. Thieves and burglars and people that are coming up to try to take your money do not like dogs. I have 2 German Shepherds that run around my yard, and I promise you the FedEx man and whoever pulls up will stay in their vehicle when they get to my house. But the sheriffs are going to come up and answer any questions that you have, maybe dive deeper into a couple cases that we've had in the Tri-County area. But that's all I got for you guys, so thank you so much.